Hello students, in this video we are going to see how to draw an AOA diagram when you have been given activities in terms of node numbers. Usually activities are given in terms of activities usually numbered as letters A, B, C, and then their duration is given and also the precedence relationship is given. But in another method, you can also use the node numbers to indicate the activity, and then in that case, the precedence relationship is not required. So when you look at this particular problem, now this particular problem gives activity as 1 dash 2 duration 10, activity 1 dash 3 duration 8, and so on. So basically, what it is telling you is the node 1 to node 2 is is one activity which is taking 10 duration, 10 days or 10 weeks. Then one node 1 to node 3 there is another activity. Node 1 to node 4 there is another activity. So like this. So when we have information in this format, how to go about drawing the AOA diagram? So what I will do, I will try to solve this for you. In fact, I have already have a solved version of this, and I will explain you how to go about this. So our aim is to draw the AOA diagram and find the critical path. So now this is how I have drawn this particular diagram. First, what we have done, first we have given the numbers. The first activity we have called activity A, second activity we are calling activity B, and so on. And now we will start drawing the activity. So if you can see here, this node numbers are here. So activity spanning between node 1, starting at node 1 and going to node 2 is activity A, which is 10 days, right? Which you can see here, right? Uh, Then from activity node 1 to node 3, activity B, 8 days duration. From node 1 to node 4, activity C, and so on. So you keep on drawing this, and it's a fairly straightforward diagram up to the last activity. So the last activity they have mentioned here is activity 5.8, and it is uh, having a duration of 6 weeks. Now the problem is the activity 7, which activity, sorry, node 7 is not right now connected to the last activity ending. The last activity is ending at node 8. So we have to use now a dummy activity to connect node 7 to node 8, because we cannot keep this 7 hanging. So we have to connect this. So both 7 and 8, both these nodes are the actually the same nodes, and they are the ending nodes, the last node of the uh, AOA diagram. So now if you start calculating our the timings, you can straightforward, you will understand the forward timing 0, then 10, then 10, and then 8, 18, then 18 plus 6, 24. So like this you will be able to calculate all activities, the the forward line timings, that is the early start and early end. But when we want to start calculating from behind, that is the late finish and early finish. So when we are calculating late finish, the last activities which are ending on the last node, so which are the last nodes 8 as well as 7, all those activities will have the maximum time. So the maximum duration is 25 here, right? So that will be the late finish for all the activities which are ending on the last nodes. So activity I will let finish will be 25, for activity G also 25, for activity H also 25, for activity F also 25. And then you start calculating as usual, and you will find that ADI is your critical path. So ADI are the critical activities. Uh, Sorry, not ADI, AD and J, AD and G, because 25 is coming here. So this one. So A, D, and G are my critical activities, and the critical time or the minimum duration that the project will require is 25 weeks. So I hope you have understood how to handle such problems. Thank you.